We're approaching the end of the opening week of tennis action in Australia, and we have some interesting finals matchups. First, in the Melbourne Summer Set 1, everybody was looking forward to a Naomi Osaka and Simona Halep final, as both women were by far the best two players of the tournament ahead of the semis. Halep did her part, defeating talented Chinese upstart Qin Wenjing 6-3, 6-2. However, Naomi withdrew from her match against Veronika Kudermetova hours before its start due to an abdominal injury. Osaka announced her reason for the withdrawal on Twitter, writing, "Sad to withdraw due to injury for my match today. My body got a shock from playing back-to-back intense matches after the break I took. Thank you for all the love this past week. I'll try to rest up and I'll see you soon." Now, I'm going to be real, before Naomi withdrew, I thought that it was just a cop-out so that she'd have more time to prepare for the Australian Open. I was honestly anticipating a withdrawal because she did the same thing last year at the semifinal round, plus she had a late finish in her last match. She also withdrew from the Cincinnati Open Finals in 2020, citing a hamstring injury, but like the Gippsland Island Trophy in 2021, the event began a week before the Hardcourt Slam, so a withdrawal was sensible. She also went on to win the 2020 US Open and 2021 Australian, so it appeared to pay off. The case is different here though, as this Melbourne Summer Set 1 event started 2 weeks before the Australian Open, so Osaka would have a week off of rest afterwards. I do think that there is a legit injury concern for this reason because she came out and tweeted about it to her supporters, something that she didn't do in other cases. A lot of other people though weren't buying this, as she was called unprofessional and basically a liar. While I don't agree that the back-to-back matches were intense because she dominated them, I do believe Naomi is actually injured, and if she isn't somehow, she's only sabotaging herself. Osaka was playing really well this event. It just seemed to be getting better match by match. I believe the more match reps for the Japanese woman, the better, because she hasn't played a lot of tennis recently, which has contributed to some earlier exits that we saw like in the US Open, Cincinnati Open, and the Olympics last year. She'll also suffer ranking wise, dropping down from number 13 to 14. And while this might not seem like a huge deal, this means that Osaka will be seeded 13 for the Australian Open, meaning that she now could face the likes of Krejcikova, Sabalenka, Muguruza, or Barty in the 4th round, which would all be blockbusters. Well, maybe not Krejcikova. A Barty-Osaka 4th round match would be insane, and speaking of the top-ranked Aussie, she's also showing some really great form, reaching the finals of Adelaide after dominating Iga Swiatek 6-2, 6-4. This result was a bit surprising because Iga was riding an unbeaten 8-match win streak in Adelaide, but Ash was far too good from the ground, consistently hitting with good depth and variety to keep the pole from attacking. The world number 1 was also solid on serve, making 68% of first serves, winning 76% of points when doing so, and winning 67% of second serve points. The serve has been a weapon for Ash particularly all week, serving 17 aces in her straight sets rout over Sonia Kenin in the quarters. Ash was close to being knocked out of this event in the opening round, being down 6-4, 4-2 against Coco Gauff. However, she was able to find her game just in time, and she hasn't lost it since. By the way, Barty and Swiatek could meet once again next week in the Sydney quarterfinals, but Iga will have to get by Emma Raducanu first, facing the reigning US Open champ in the 1st round. Just a brutal draw for both. The 2019 Adelaide champ will meet Elena Rybakina in the championship, the Kazakhstanian beating Misaki Doi 4-3. Rybakina actually rises ahead of Osaka in the rankings, currently 12th in the live standings. She'll move one spot higher with the title. In the Melbourne Summer Set 2, Amanda Anisimova has officially re-announced herself as a player to beat, crushing Daria Kasatkina 6-2, 6-love to reach her first debut to a final since 2019. Anisimova has always had the potential to do great things, but has been impeded by both off and on-court struggles. She seems to have a really solid support system now, being coached by Darren Cahill, the former longtime coach of Simona Halep. Anisimova will go for title number 2 against Alexandra Sasnovich, who outlasted American On Lee in 3 close sets. Moving on to the men's side, Canada is into its first ATP Cup final, defeating defending champs Russia 2-1. Denis Shapovalov opened with a crucial 3rd set victory over Roman Soflin before Medvedev leveled the score with an impressive 6-4, 6-love rout over Felix Auger-Aliassime. Felix actually started really well, serving strong to go up 4-3 in the opening set. However, the first serve percentage started to drop and the errors just started to spray. Medvedev took full advantage, winning the next 9 games to send it into a deciding doubles tie. The Canadian youngsters teamed up for doubles, beating Daniil and Roman 10-7 in a third set deciding tiebreak. Canada will meet Spain in the finals as they progress past Poland thanks to singles victories from Roberto Bautista Agut and Pablo Carreño Busta. Another Spaniard who's in the finals of an event in Australia is Rafael Nadal, who defeated Finland's Emir Ruusuvuori 6-4, 7-5. Rafa has looked solid in his 2 matches thus far in Australia, yes, 2, as his quarterfinals opponent Talon Griekspoor gave him a walkover due to injury. In his 126th tour final, Nadal will face another player ranked outside the top 90, as American qualifier Maxime Cressy outlasted Grigor Dimitrov 7-5, 7-6 to reach his maiden ATP Tour final. Cressy is ranked 112th, so on paper it seems like a walk in the park for Rafa, but I think Maxime can really challenge Nadal by giving him a different look with that big serve and volley game style. The Spaniard isn't going to have the same rhythm nor timing that he's had in other matches. Going back to Adelaide for the men's 250 there, we have a battle between the top 2 seeds Gael Monfils and Karen Khachanov, both men grabbing straight set wins over Kokkinakis and Cilic respectively. These are 2 players who have struggled with form the past season, so it's good to see them back playing well, especially Monfils. He looks extremely focused, so expect big things from him in 2022. Ending this video with some good news, Serena Williams seems to be teasing her comeback to the tour after making some exciting IG story posts. Williams let fans know that she's back in the gym training right alongside daughter Olympia.
My little baby got some equipment. She does her little elliptical, and then the Stairmaster or treadmill, and then she has a little bike. This one's my favorite though. Meanwhile, I'm tired, but I just ate tacos and I need to like work off those tacos on margarita. Back in the gym today so I can downsize my friends. You know, they like to hang out, but we need to downsize just a little bit. I'm not asking for too much, just a little bit. I better get serious.
Serena also appears to be in the Aussie Open spirit, practicing with balls from the Slam and pulling out her Flojo catsuit from the 2021 edition. This is a good sign for Serena fans because she's definitely sending a message to the competition that she's coming back with a vengeance. At least I hope. That's it for this video, and let me know in the comments what you think about Osaka's withdrawal and whether you think it would help her take the title as it's done in the past. Also, do you agree with the critics that she's stretching the truth about her condition? Make sure you all subscribe and click the notification bell so you're notified whenever I post news updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time here on Grand Slam Tennis News Today.